Something happened on Wall Street this week, and most investors, they don't understand what that means. And I gotta break it down to you in this video because you could be missing out on an opportunity of a lifetime. And there's three companies I want to talk about, but we gotta break this part down first. A company called Cerberus Systems went public, ticker symbol CBRS. The IPO price for that company, $185. The stock opened about $350. That's a 68% increase. Almost doubled. And Wall Street immediately started treating this like Nvidia now has a new running mate. Could this be the next AI player in the game? Because Cerberus claims their AI chip is 19 times faster than Nvidia's most advanced chip. And suddenly, the market says, Houston, we have a problem. Nvidia, you have a head-to-head competitor. Not like AMD, but somebody that does exactly what you do, but better and faster. So this AI boom may be getting much bigger, but here's what most people mess up. They're gonna chase the IPO. Now, it already moved, and of course, we know it's gonna pull back a little bit. But what history shows us is the biggest money is usually not the IPO itself, not the company itself that everybody sees. It's made in the infrastructure around the wave. Now, what this IPO really did was it solidified the power of the AI move. So now we can look at the suppliers, we can look at the power, the highways, and the cloud systems. And so in this video, what I wanna do is, I wanna break down three companies that are under $100 that are flying under your radar. And they could benefit really, really big from this next layer of this AI boom. Because Wall Street just changed the AI trade. But it hasn't changed the money that can be made. So before we get into more of this video, man, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe and share this video out. Help us get to 2,000 likes in this video so we can really, get in the algorithm, y'all. Let's go. Let's slow this down a little bit, just a little bit so we can go through the layers. Now remember, I'm gonna break down three companies, but you gotta understand this part first. For the last few years, the AI trade was simple. Nvidia was the dominant chip player, everybody else was secondary, and then we saw a transition to memory. And honestly, that worked. Because if you banked on Nvidia for the long term, I kind of been in it since 2019, now I'm holding about 8,000 shares of Nvidia. It's the king of chips. But this week, Wall Street kind of got a reminder. And we saw that by seeing a stock supposed to IPO at 185 and then goes up to 350, that's a huge swing. The AI race isn't over, it's actually just expanding. So I hate to be the bearer of bad news for all my bears. We just getting started. I call this equivalent to missing the internet in the 90s. Now, Cerberus didn't just go public, it came with a story. Faster chips, more power, built specifically for AI interface. Now, let me simplify what that is because I understand how my audience get down to like, Trap, what the hell is interface? Well, think about it like this. Training AI is teaching the model. That's interface. So it's the model actually responding back to you. So let's go a little deeper with that. So every chat GPT answer, that's interface, right? And every AI image generated, that's interface. Interface is slowly becoming one of the biggest AI markets in the world. So we want to look at interface companies. We'll talk about that later. So Wall Street saw this IPO and immediately started asking, if AI keeps exploding, what else benefits from it? And everybody sees the AI chip, but very few people see what the AI chip needs. Now here's the real interface story. This is where the stories gets interesting at, because AI chips don't operate alone. They need power, cooling, networking, cloud infrastructure, and data movement. Now, let's break this down a little bit further, right? I like to go in depth. And these are the chips, these are things that make the chips more powerful. The infrastructure is more important. Think about it like this. If AI chips are Ferraris, then you still need highways because you don't want Ferraris on the road. You still need gas stations because without the gas, then what? And you still need electricity. And Wall Street is starting to realize that the next layer of AI money may be back in the infrastructure. And I know they're looking at a couple other things. So the AI boom may stopped being just a chip story. We saw a memory story, but now it's an infrastructure story. Now, it's gonna bring me to my first company, Poet Technologies, ticker symbol POET. Now, think about it like this. This company is building something most investors never think about. It's called Optical Interconnect technology. Just don't let that confuse you. Let me simplify for you. So as AI chips become stronger, they move massive amounts of data. So that's data between chips, data between servers, and data between centers. And traditional electrical connectors start becoming like bottleneck and chokeholds. So companies are increasingly trying to move information at light speed and using light. It's faster, it's cooler, and it's more efficient. And that's where Poet comes in at. They help build the highways connecting AI systems. Now, everybody is focused on the AI brain, but brains are useless if the signals can't move fast enough. And that's why optical systems matter. And if AI infrastructure spending keeps exploding, then companies helping move that data also become what? Critical. So keep that one on your list. Number 2 is Navitas. Now, ticker symbol NVTS, this is the second company, right? Now, this one may become more important than people really realize it because AI has another problem. AI keeps having problems. It's power. Now, these AI data centers consume enormous amounts of electricity. And the more power flowing through a system, the more heat gets created. And too much heat, now you lose efficiency, you lose performance, and you lose data, and that damages the system. So AI companies need more power infrastructure. And that's where this company comes in, because they build the semiconductors designed to be more efficient. So it's less weight, waste, less heat, and more performance. And if AI infrastructure scales globally, then power becomes huge. Now, watch this aha moment you're about to have. Everybody sees the AI chip, but the chip still needs electricity. And the AI boom may quietly becoming the energy boom. Now, this brings me to my third company, IREN. Now, they just signed a big deal with Nvidia, and that co-signed them. Now, this story changed fast because Nvidia just made a massive movement involving IREN, ticker symbol IREN. Not a tiny partnership, but a $1 billion level signal. Nvidia secured rights to 30 million shares. And when Nvidia makes a move like that, you and me should probably pay attention because IREN started as a Bitcoin mining company, but now they are aggressively pivoting into the AI cloud infrastructure. So data centers, GPU systems, and then AI compute. And here's the key to it. AI companies don't just need chips. We know that. They need places to run the chips. And that's where IREN enters the story. Massive, massive infrastructure build out. We're talking 5.5 gigawatts of AI capacity. They have recurring revenue targets. And now with a direct Nvidia cosign, that changes the model. And Nvidia actually has another warrant that they can buy most stocks. So they stop being about crypto and they start being about AI infrastructure. So let's kind of tie this in together. So if Wall Street showed us something, they showed us that the AI race is valid and it's strong and it's expanding. And it's no longer just about chips. It's about memory, it's about infrastructure, it's about cooling. And so we have Poet, P-O-E-T. This is the highways moving the AI data. We have NVTS. This is the power infrastructure making AI systems run efficiently. And then we have IREN, the cloud infrastructure layer that is backed by Nvidia. And this is what investors miss. The biggest money moves usually create an entire ecosystem, not just one winning stock, but in layers. So right now, the AI infrastructure layer is still early. The question is not about if it's early. The real question is, will you recognize the move while Wall Street is building it? Or will you chase it after everybody finally sees it? Because that's when a lot of people miss it. And so for me, I'm not saying that you go all in on it, but what I am saying is you pay attention to what they are quietly moving their money to. Pay attention to what Nvidia is quietly connecting to. Because if the king of AI chips connect to it, then we know there's a future there. And notice something that Nvidia did that was really, really dope. They didn't just say we want to be the big dog. They actually solidified the space. because they started investing in companies like Intel, companies like CoreWeave, now companies like IREN, SoundHound. So they're building an infrastructure where they cannot be a monopoly because they're investing in so many different companies. This alone tells us that the AI demand is just getting started. And I don't want you to miss this opportunity. It's your boy, the Wall Street Trapper. Make sure you like and subscribe and tell me which one of these companies you would invest in below. Salute.